All right, here's your assignment, page 545, 23 through 29. We're going to do 23 together. So step one, please have your notes out and watch them as we're doing this. Find the axis of symmetry. X equals negative b over 2a. Now we have a, b, and c. A is the number in front of the x squared. B is the number in front of the x. C is the number at the end. So a is negative 1, b is 4, and c is negative 3. These are really important. We've used them before. We will use them again with other formulas we'll have. The number in front of the x squared is a. The number in front of the x term is b. The number without an x is c. That's really important to know. You should know that. So know it. Now you know it. So that's negative 4 over 2 times negative 1. And I'll do math stuff, bleep, 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 and get 2. This number is important for a couple reasons. It's the axis of symmetry. It's where we're going to draw that vertical line. But this is also the middle of our table. Okay, so when I'm drawing my table, this number has to be in the middle of it. This isn't like a line that you can just start drawing anywhere. A parabola, if you don't draw it around the vertex, it's going to look crazy. It's not going to look like a parabola if you don't draw the right part of it. It's important that you draw the right part of the parabola. Okay, so we'll do 2 in the middle, and we'll go up 2 and down 2. Okay, so these are my x values. My y values are negative x squared plus 4x minus 3. So this is negative 0 squared plus 4 times 0 minus 3, and that's negative 3. That's the point 0, negative 3. Zeros are easy to work with. All of this goes away, just leaving me with the negative 3. Okay, plug in 1, negative 1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 3. Well, you evaluate the exponent first before you apply the negative. So 1 squared is 1. This is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3. Minus 3 is 0. Okay, for the 2, negative 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 3. Well, let me see. 2 squared is 4, so it's negative 4. That's 8. So negative 4 plus 8 minus 3, that's 1. And I'm going to be brave and just cite the symmetry here. So if this is 0, that one should be 0. If this one's negative 3, that one should be negative 3. Okay, I would strongly encourage you to double check the math on that. If those numbers aren't coming out right, you can kind of tell. If you get a negative 3 here and you get a negative 5 here, you did something wrong. It's a good way to double check yourself. So don't be lazy like your teacher. Okay, so those are the points I'm going to plot. All right, I'm going to scooch my paper over. I'm going to still see those points there, though. Okay, I go from 0 to 4, so that's in the pause, and I have to go from negative 3 to 1. So I can graph kind of like this. I'm choosing how my graph looks based on the numbers I need. Okay, so negative 1, 2, 3, and then you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 0, negative 3 is right here. 1, 0 is right here. 2, 1 is right here. 3 zeros right here. And 4, negative 3 is right about there. I went ahead and labeled those for your convenience. And let's graph this out. Got it. Got it. Awesome. Okay, so that is my parabola. This one is pointing down. I'm going to scooch back over here real quick. We have a couple more things to label, but basically if the value of A is negative, it's going to point down. And if the value of A is positive, it's going to point up. That's the controlling factor right there. So this value of A is negative. It's going to point down. This is your vertex here. I'd like you to label that. Here's your axis of symmetry. An axis is just a line, a special line. So this is the x-axis. It's a special line, but an axis is just a line. Here's the y-axis. Again, just a line, but it's a special line. The axis of symmetry, again, is a line here, but it's a special line. It says the same on both sides, which is why I copied that value from the x value of 1 to 3. I copied that 0. I copied that -3 as well, because they're going to be the same. Okay, so let's call this my axis of symmetry. You can, of course, abbreviate that, axis of symmetry. Okay, so there's the first problem of your homework, 23 through 29. Go ahead, tear them up.